what makes that place one of the more difficult places in the country to play?
Well, fortunately, last time we played at night, and we're playing at night again this time, so the atmosphere will be very similar. So we'll be used to it, but it's extremely loud. It's kind of a bowl shape, so the sound just kind of comes in over you, and they have a pretty well-known war chant that they like to play, as much and as often as they can. It never gets old. We'll do a good job preparing for that this week, crowd noise, and really just trying to get our boys out there on the practice field so the game will be second nature.
How does that environment compare to others you play in?
It's definitely probably one of the toughest environments to play in. I'd say it compares up there with anywhere I've ever been.
With all that, go ahead.
Obviously a big challenge for you guys on the O-line. They got a lot of talent on the D-line. What have you seen out there? Just watch it film.
Especially their defensive line is probably the best I've seen on film since I've been here. I mean, their defense as a whole is probably the best I've seen on film, but their defensive line in particular has a lot of depth. There's really not a lot of drop-off. I was talking to somebody earlier, and normally there's a pretty significant change between their starter and the guy they bring in when he gets tired. But they rotate in about 8 or 9 guys, and they're all pretty equal. They got a true sophomore playing in there that's just as good as their fifth-year senior. So it's going to be a challenge for us, but we're excited. We're hoping to get the first 5 we had starting against Auburn back. We've been beat up, we haven't been healthy, so we're hoping to get everybody back on the field that we had at Auburn.
Everybody we've talked to so far says that it's just another game. It's just another game. But you've been here the last 3 years. The winner of this game's won the Atlantic Division. I know you say it's another game, but history does say that it's a little bit bigger than Freeman or Boston.
Yeah, I mean, we've had to do a good job these past couple of weeks of really focusing on our opponent and not looking ahead. But nobody's hiding under a rock. We know what's at stake with this game, and as you mentioned, we beat them out of 2 of the past 3 years, and we won the division 2 out of the past 3 years. And the year we didn't, they won it, and they won the division. So, there is a lot at stake, but we're excited about the opportunity. And whether we win or lose, it doesn't make or break the season. We'll either be 4-1 or 4-0 or 3-1, and they will too. And we'll have to play the rest of the year, but there is obviously a lot at stake.
How do you go about working on communication this week? You talked about the loud, crazy environment. What are you and Taj need to do to make sure you're on the same page in that loud atmosphere? And sometimes you might not be able to even hear each other.
Yeah, we won't be able to hear each other. I can tell you that right now. But we'll do a good job all week of practicing in the crowd noise and practicing in probably a louder environment than it will be down there. I don't know if we got Bose or Sony or whatever it is out there, but they can blow it up. So we'll prepare in pretty hectic conditions. So Saturday will be like second nature.
So what do you talk to the other guys on the line about then, how to communicate in that loud environment? Because you might have to direct protection schemes, and it's going to be up to you to make sure everyone else on the line knows what you're calling out.
Right. Well, hopefully by the end of the week we'll all be on the same page, and I won't have to do as much communicating. But our communication goes from inside out. I'll start, and they'll tell the guards, and they'll have to tell the tackles. It does slow down our pace a little bit, in the tempo of our offense. But if you don't know what you're doing, you can't. There's no reason to snap the ball. So we'll do a good job of that. Hopefully by the end of the week we'll all be on the same page, and we won't have to really spell everything out.